Today we'll be talking about our scapula. Hey, welcome to Practice Wing Chun, where we discuss Wing Chun and answer any Wing Chun training questions. My name is Edgar, and this is episode 20. Oh crap, 20 of Practice Wing Chun. Today we'll be talking about our scapula, and the reason why is I'm still going through kind of like a recovery from my shoulder. And one of the things when I went to physical therapy, my physical therapist mentioned a lot of misuse of my shoulder, meaning I was using the wrong muscles to activate my shoulders. And he said the scapula should be the main thing that kind of like raises your shoulder, especially if you're doing like a lot of like intense exercises. And apparently I was not using the scapula. So the scapula is like the muscle over here, and this is kind of like what activates your shoulder. Now, what I was doing was whenever I used my shoulder, I was relying on my traps right here to raise my shoulder, and this led to kind of a hike in my shoulder. Now, before I go any further, I just want to let you know, no, I am not a professional physical therapist or body expert or whatever. This is just based on my own experience with my physical therapist and what I've learned about my body. So as I'm recovering and I'm still trying to train or just like do the basic movements in Wing Chun, I realized changing the way I use my shoulder changes almost my entire technique. So previously I would hike my shoulder when I do Chi Sao, Bong Sau. So it would be like up here, right? Now that I'm just relying on my scapula, it's down here. So I'm not relying on this part. And so I tried this in class in November. I went to one class. I did a stress test on my shoulders to see if I can come back to class and things like that. Even though I didn't go very hard, I didn't go like completely soft. I just kind of just working on my technique with the new focus on using my scapula to roll in like Chi Sao or doing my techniques. And one of the biggest thing I noticed was my shoulders weren't getting like fatigued, because I think what happened was when I was rolling with my traps, this was tiring me out. So like all this was like tiring me out. So instead, now that I just roll with my scap, I don't really feel it here. I don't feel the fatigue here. And I also noticed that I had to focus more on my structure more, because I had to, now that my Chi Sao and Bong Sau is a little bit lower, because I'm not hiking it up here, I have to really like focus my form, lean back slightly. And this really helped, because when I was Chi Sauing with my friend Ron, I noticed that he couldn't really reach me anymore because of my structure. I was constantly kind of like in this position, so his hand would always kind of like miss my face or like this area because I was leaning back. Because normally when I was hiking my shoulder and rolling, I would sometimes end up standing forward, and this makes me closer to my opponent's fist. But now with my structure intact, like I'm so aware of like how my distance between my opponent, it was really helpful. So not only did I feel a little bit, I didn't get tired from rolling Chi Sao, I also like had a really good structure the entire time I was Chi Saoing. I also like was able to have better sensitivity. I found openings better, and that was really surprising. But then again, this was only one class. I haven't gone back yet. I think I'll be back December. Right now I'm still recovering. I'm just hoping that the next time I go back, I can have the same results from just focusing on the scapula. So next time, I can't say if this will work for you, but give it a try. See if, you know, if it works for you, if rolling and emphasizing your scapula to use your shoulders, see if that helps you. For me, it did great, and I hope to get the same results the next time I go back to class. So give it a try. Tell me how that works for you. All right. So until next time, keep training.